Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your gameplay for the Super Sabre that we have at home. This is the Super Mystere B2. This is a currently rank 6 battle rating 9.0 jet fighter in the French air tech tree and is currently optionally unlocked sitting in the same folder as the Mystere 4A. Now this vehicle is pretty interesting because it's 9.0 BR, has an afterburner, has two AIM-9B missiles, and has pretty powerful cannons. Now you might be wondering to yourself, typically that would be like a 9.3 BR aircraft, but not such the case here. That afterburner is more or less for show only, as this thing is slower than a lot of non-afterburning vehicles, at least insofar as initial acceleration is concerned. It's kind of funny because this, along with the F-86K Dog Sabre, of which is also 9.0 BR, you'll be firing off the afterburner on the runway on takeoff, and every other aircraft that is non-afterburning or afterburning will just take off way before you. In fact, they'll start moving way before you because this thing is slow from the get-go. So that said, we're going to get into a few fights here, see how this thing performs. I mean, once you get up to speed, it's not all too bad, but that's the thing, you have to get up to speed with it, which can take some time. But that being said, let's get into a few matches, throw some AIM-9Bs, and have a good time. Let's get into it. Okay, so here we are. We're going to be fighting against, it looks like, 3 different vehicles. Can I? Nope, I won't be able to launch on him. We'll be able to hit this guy a few times. And now, I'm going to have to put on these air brakes. Unfortunately, this vehicle really doesn't have fantastic maneuverability. Might be a good way to put it, especially at speed. So I'm just going to abandon that fight. Might go for that Tupolev 14. Not entirely sure, but I should be safe from these guys. Because if nothing else, even though this vehicle is not the fastest, it's still faster than most subsonic aircraft. Okay, there's that F-86A from before. Gonna launch a missile. He is within range. Should actually, you know what? I might be able to hit him. Got lucky. Very nice. Typically, again, like I said, AIM-9Bs, they're going to be those types of missiles that you fire on large targets, on people that don't maneuver all too well, but occasionally you'll get someone like that F-86 that just kind of allows it to fly right into them. Now, I don't know if you guys see that guy right there, but I don't see his range quite yet. However, these typically can lock onto a heat signal from around 5 to like 5.2 kilometers away, so if you're ever wondering how far someone is, well, he's at least kind of at most that distance, but we're going to be able to catch him because I can still go a bit faster than he can. And, of course, I'm in a fighter. Now, of course, due to the limited range of these things, you want to fire them at most, I would say, 1.6-ish kilometers away. That tends to be pretty decent. He was probably going to try to hit the ground. But no, sir. I got you first. Now, we have another B-57 over here. You don't just want to fly straight onto them. Rather, you do want to fly kind of what I call an intercept vector. I'm sure that might be the actual way to say it, but at least that's what I call it. So you kind of want to meet them at a specific point, which is what I'm trying to do here. Then maybe we can get them with guns, maybe we can get them with missiles. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, we are within gun range. Can I stop being stupid? I'm not entirely sure. We have a crit. And we have a nice hit and a kill. I accidentally pressed on my flippity flaps before going for him. So, as you can see, whoops. Yeah. A little stupid on my part. But, I mean, overall, this thing has a very nice roll rate, especially with these boosters equipped. Ooh, if this guy keeps turning, yeah. Nope, he's not gonna. But I at least have my guns. Got a crit. I don't mind getting a crit, as you guys, well, maybe know, because an assist, even though it's not necessarily as good as a kill, an assist is still very good, and it helps the team, you know? I mean, ultimately, that's how I look at it, because, like, yeah, you know, 2 kills, 1 assist, that's cool and all, don't get me wrong, but the thing that matters is not what shows up here, but what shows up afterwards. It's the win. You know, I'd rather have 2 kills, 1 assist, for example, and a win than 3 kills and a loss. Any day of the week. Any day. Even though, of course, this isn't probably going to be that scenario, but just saying as an example. Okay, we have ourselves a kill versus that F9F. However, I am toasted. But, hey, you know what? At least we have ourselves another kill. And I might even be able to scratch this A4B if I'm lucky. I know I've got someone behind me. But he's not going to be able to catch me. And I got the A4B. That's what you call making the most out of your ammunition. So I'm going to have to go back and land, but not too bad. Now, the thing with this... Woo, that was close. The thing with this vehicle is that, believe it or not, you actually get into down tiers quite often. I mean, you're never really in a complete up tier. Most of the time, it's like 9.3 BR, which is definitely doable. Especially if you're not being a big stupid idiot like I am. Okay, we're going to make ourselves a very risky proposition here. Dropping A4B on them. And we get the kill. Always nice to see. But I am going to have to go back to base. That is without a doubt. So, hopefully I can survive this match. But not too bad, was that? Like one gun kill, one missile kill thus far. And again, I mean, like, just to kind of give you guys an idea about this aircraft, one thing that I do want to do is kind of go over aircraft as I play them, rather than just being like, boom, bang, boom, I have a kill, and whatever else, right? You want to actually kind of make it into, I guess, a learning experience. And so, when it comes to this aircraft, some of the strengths, weaknesses of it. Strengths, it actually has a surprisingly good roll rate. It doesn't have a great amount of maneuverability, although, I mean, sometimes I feel like it does, sometimes it doesn't. Its cannons are very good. Its AIM-9Bs are good enough where at this BR you can typically get a kill or so per match with them, especially if you're going against bombers or people that are known to be noobs like A4E players. But when it comes to weaknesses, I mean, overall its acceleration is poor, even despite the fact that it has an afterburner. So, I mean, overall, it's good and bad. You know, it's just, you have to make sure that you're high energy with this aircraft, and getting to that level of high energy isn't always the easiest. Now, don't get me wrong, this thing can still, like, climb. I mean, I'm at 8,500 meters, still climbing, losing a touch of speed, but not all too bad. We do have an F-104 here. Let's see, can I hit him? And I can. Wow, that was lucky. That was actually very lucky. He should have gotten me and then some. Now, one of the worst parts of using AIM-9Bs is the sun. So, like, basically anywhere near the sun, you're going to get wrecked by the, by it. So, we have an MiG-19 here. He's going to be shooting at me. I'm actually really surprised I didn't get the hit. It looked like it almost skimmed him the last second. Not a big deal. But I think that's the last guy that we have on the enemy team. Okay, I'm going to try to fire a missile on him. Not entirely sure if I can. He is 1.5 kilometers. And I would have gotten the kill. Anyways, let's get into a final match, see how we could do. That's kind of a kill. So, with everything said, how do I feel about this plane? Well, to be honest with you, before I started recording this video, I really wasn't all that big of a fan of this plane. Now, did I hate it? No, not really, but I felt like it was slower than it ended up being. I didn't feel like the AIM-9Bs were as good as they have been, and I felt like the cannons were a bit lackluster, at least relative to, of course, again, where they are now. So, overall, I mean, this has been a pretty damn fun plane to fly, I mean, at least insofar as whatchamacallit is concerned. Let's see if I can hit him. Hopefully. And I can. At least insofar as a plane like this is concerned. So, I'm probably going to die here. I really just don't care all too much. If I die, I die. Hopefully. Oh, I'm going to... Ooh! Got lucky there. I'm going to get hit, maybe. Wow. Oh, is that guy going to kill his ally with that? Yeah, it doesn't really matter so much. But that said, I'm pretty much toast. I like this plane actually a lot more than I expected to, and it's actually been quite good, relatively speaking. So, I've had enough multi-kill matches with this thing. This is my worst match of the night with it. 2 kills in 2 minutes of actual fighting. So, I mean, overall, again, I like this aircraft. Better speed than I expected. Not the best. Really bad when it's, like, low energy. But otherwise, a pretty damn fun aircraft. So that said, thanks again. See you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.